All right, let's keep looking at the other side of things. Tonight, Kamala's rival will be campaigning in his home state of New York, which is not a battleground state. Former President Trump holding a rally on Long Island. News Nation's Robert Sherman joins us from there live. Robert, if New York is not in play 48 days from today, why is the former president heading there?
Well, it depends who you ask, Nichole, but the former president has said a few times over the last few months that he believes it's possible New York and New Jersey are in play, and there might be an opening if he focuses on a lot of the issues. Particularly, you've heard him make mention of the cost of living here in New York and the way that that has soared in recent years. But he's also put a focus on the border and immigration and the impacts that he contends are being felt across the country, especially in this area. He made mention of that at his town hall in Flint last night. Take a listen.
When they got in, they let everybody pour into our country. When I got elected, I believe it was the border that was the biggest thing, and I fixed it, and I did a great job. And I wanted to mention it in 2020, and my people would say, sir, nobody cares about the border. They don't care because I had it fixed. Now I got to fix it again. I believe the border is of the greatest interest.
So is New York actually in striking range for the former president? There's not a lot of polling data coming out of this state. The latest major poll we've seen is the Siena College poll from late July, early August, giving Vice President Kamala Harris a 14-point advantage over the former president. And you haven't seen pollsters really focusing on this state all that much. I mean, there's been a much more keen interest in what's going on in some of these major battleground states, but the former president still planning to deliver his message here, and this is something they've been planning to do for some time, Nichole.
You know, Robert, we have focused in on Long Island. We know Republicans have secured House seats there in recent years. But earlier this year, the Democrats regained one of those seats. It was part of a special election. So where do things stand right now?
Yeah, so that's the big thing, Nichole. If you go back to the 2022 midterms, a lot of Republicans walked away from that election feeling disappointed, but they pointed to New York as a major bright spot on that night and places where they were able to make gains. Long Island especially. That night in 2022, Republicans won all 4 of the congressional districts here in Long Island. Now, as you made mention, one of those districts, New York's 3rd congressional district, has gone back to the Democrats after George Santos left office. But this is an area in particular that Republicans believe is critical to their hopes of maintaining control of the House of Representatives. They believe this is a growth opportunity for the Republican Party, something that they've seen in recent years as well. So the former president is hoping to bolster their odds here with this rally here tonight. Nichole?
All right, Robert Sherman on Long Island for us. Robert, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.